Rewind 2025. Yes, hey cuties, Peachy here. Welcome back to a new video, and in this video, that's right, it's that time of the year again where we take a look at some of my top and least favorite doll releases from the past year, ranging from Barbie, Monster High, Bratz, OMG dolls, Rainbow High, Disney, and much more. We're also going to be talking about new doll lines introduced in the year and potentially canceled doll lines, and so much more tea to talk about. So strap in, grab some snacks, get comfy, because this is going to be a wild ride of talking about lots and lots of dolls. But as we do so, I want to know your own opinions and experiences throughout doll collecting in this year. So stay tuned, subscribe, hit the notification bell, consider becoming a channel member today, and let's get into it. Let's start off with Rainbow High, since Rainbow High has a very special place in my heart. And let me just get the rest of the dolls out that I got this year, and there is none. These are all the Rainbow High dolls I got in 2025. I've gotten four Rainbow High dolls in a year. How? Like what? There was a time where we would be buying like so many Rainbow High dolls in a year. Rainbow Vision, Pacific Coast, Shadow High, Series 4, Series 5. Like, there was thing after thing after thing. It was like non-stop. And now, we've come to this. 4 dolls in 1 year. It is really something to see how far Rainbow High has fallen. But, at the same time, these are really good dolls. The designs here are really good. It's almost like Rainbow High is back, but then we see the legs and we're like, okay, well, we're not quite there yet. Sparkle and Shine Series 2, I reviewed them like, I don't know, like months ago, August, perhaps September. Misty was the last one I got, and she is the best one out of all 4. I mean, undoubtedly, like she is just so good. She is probably one of my favorite Rainbow High dolls, period, like ever, you know? She's that good. She's top tier, easily. So, I love her so much. Leilani, definitely one of my least favorites. Shocking, because she's pink, but I don't know. She just kind of seems simple in comparison. I mean, like, even Dawn has a bit more going on. You know, I like her face more. I like her pieces more. And Whitney obviously just looks amazing. Like, she's giving futuristic diva. Like, love it. So yeah, overall, this is a really good series. You know, the gimmick legs, you know, at least it's not slime. No slime here, which is good. But still, we were kind of halfway there. And then, you know, bedazzling the new dolls for 2026 with the gem gimmicks, the bedazzlers, whatever. They kind of ruined it. I'm not sure how that's gonna go, because from what I'm seeing, a lot of people are not on board with those dolls. They seem really simple. Also, apparently in the US, this series is not available yet, which is insane. So I hope that in 2026, they will be available more, you know, by February, perhaps, you know. Apparently these are supposed to be Target exclusives in the US, and that's why they haven't hit stores yet, because they're an exclusive to Target, which I don't know why. And it sucks because, you know, these are so cute. They don't have stands, but, you know, these 3 can stand. Leilani cannot stand by herself, so that's good. Basically, the takeaway here is that Misty is amazing. Whitney is amazing. Dawn is amazing. Leilani is cute. And I hope MJ snaps out of it and they, you know, stop playing around with Rainbow High. But what do you think? And what Rainbow High dolls did you buy this year? I know that there were the Junior High dolls and Shadow High budgets and like Shadow High Collector and the Rainbow High Shimmers with Iris. You know, like there were other releases in 2025, but none of them really caught my eye. So I really just focused on the new characters here, and I got these 4. Next, let's talk about LO Surprise OMG dolls in 2025, because definitely was an interesting ride. We had a couple of budget releases, tweens as well, budget. But main lines, we had the OMG Powerpuff Girls collaboration, and then we also had the I Spy dolls for OMG. That's basically all we got this year, which definitely is not a lot. There could have been many more, but it sounds like it's just like not the same anymore. But hopefully in 2026 that will change, you know, next year, and we'll have more lines and they will be better designed. But let's talk about here what we did get. So like I mentioned, we got the Powerpuff Girls, which in my opinion are really cute. I understand why people would not like them because of the eyes and the outfits being reused patterns. But listen, I'm gonna take what I get, and I like this, okay? I like this for what they are. I wish they had second outfits. I wish they had, you know, more, but this is what it is, and I think they're okay for what they are. You know, at least they had stands. They included stands, which I cannot say the same for these Spy dolls. They did not have stands. And yeah, I do think the Powerpuff Girls have better dolls than the I Spy dolls. Even though every doll is basically their own theme, like superheroes, like spy, musician, fairy, superhero. You know, even though every doll is like their own theme, I still feel like they're all cute. You know, Jordan is super cute. Like, I love her hair, so fluffy. Jessica, she has like a really interesting skin tone. Like, it's very sparkly, if you can tell. And then Kyla here, she's a fairy, and she's definitely the best one out of all four. She's just really cute. And then Sabrina, you know, she's definitely my least favorite. She is one of my least favorite dolls of the year. I know it really sucks because I love OMG dolls, and obviously I got her, so I don't hate her, you know, but definitely my least favorite out of all four. And then for Powerpuff Girls, I don't have a least favorite. I think they're all really good. My fave is definitely Kyla, but yeah, again, I think they're really good. Like, this is just, to me, looking back at OMG dolls in the golden age, you know, like 2020, 2021, we used to get so many lines, you know, Remix, Movie Magic, Winter Disco, Winter Chill, you know, all those lines. And now we're here with 2 lines in 1 year. It's just not a lot, you know? It's not how it used to be. And I guess I'm just feeling nostalgic. Even so, I'm just glad that OMG is not dead and that they're still here, even if this is all that we get. So fingers crossed we get more exciting lines in the next year. Next we have Bratz, and we have so much to talk about with Bratz. Like, Bratz literally released so many dolls in 2025. It's insane. And what's more insane is that I got almost all of them. I don't have all of them. Like, I didn't get the budget holiday Chloe and Sasha dolls, and I got all the rest. Oh my god. I know. But listen, I think that's because they were so strong. They were so strong. How could I pass up? So here, basically, we just have like collector dolls and also Scorchin because I washed her hair and now it looks fabulous. I obviously reviewed all of these dolls. Well, except these 2 because they're still in box, and Gentle Monster because, well, she was a doozy, to be honest. But I did review Scorchin, and in that video, the hair was gelled. So now you can see how it looks when it's not gelled. And I have to say, again, it is just, look at this. It is so nice now. It looks so nice and shiny. So yeah, definitely wash the hair. Scorchin dolls, they look so much better when it's washed. And my camera hates me. So yeah. She looks amazing. Like, really, Scorchin was an amazing line. I don't know why, because they're so simple, but something about them just really sticks. Lola Indigo, the Bratz doll. She's really stunning. Can't wait to get her unboxed. And then we have some collector dolls here. I reviewed these 2 in one video, and I definitely think I prefer Sasha. I just love her. I know that the top is very controversial, but I love it. I think it's so camp. I love how soft it is, you know? So I love just her. She's one of my faves for sure. But still, Jade is really pretty too. And then we have Gentle Monster, and I obviously, the release, the pricing, everything about her was a disaster. So it's honestly a miracle I even have her right now. But yeah, her release was really bad. She should not have been so expensive and so hard to find. But I think that was mostly due to Gentle Monster and not Bratz. I don't think Bratz had a lot of control with this collaboration because, yeah, it didn't go well. But I mean, undeniably, she's one of the most unique Bratz dolls ever. So there's that. And then we have Chloe, and she is really stunning in person. She's actually even better in person, and definitely gonna unbox her as well with Lola, probably in a two-in-one video again. And then these two, again, Scorchin. I mean, just Scorchin is so good. Like, what can I say? And of course, here's also a peek at the other Bratz from previously this year with the sports re-releases. Then we have Stylin here, Sasha and Chloe. As you can see, from these Stylin dolls, I definitely feel like Jade might be my favorite, and Chloe might be my least favorite. And then from the sports, Yasmin is my favorite. Something about her ponytail, her mug, she's just undeniably stunning. I love her so much. And Roxy too, she's really fun as well. So I feel like Stylin and the sports, they were really good. Like, especially sports because they were cheaper. But overall, like, just all of these releases, like, of course, how could I not mention the Pixies? And I have them displayed up here on my little island here with all the Bratz dolls. I feel like the Pixies just came out so good. All of their mugs are just so stunning and unique. Lena, she's so pretty as well. And all of their shoes as well, I feel like, are just stunning. Now, one of my favorite older Bratz releases from 2025 is definitely the Going Out dolls, especially Sasha. She's back there. Again, y'all, I've been filming for like 10 hours. I'm losing my voice and I'm tired. So I don't want to move all of them. Please don't make me. I have reviewed the Pixies and the Going Out dolls. So if you want to get a closer look at Sasha, and get my in-depth thoughts on her, just check out that video because she is definitely, Sasha, like she's just, oh my God, look at her. Even just like with this little peek, she is amazing. Her hair is super long. I love her boots. Look at them boots, and definitely just stunning. And then Jade as well from Going Out. So pretty. And then we have Chloe, and you know what, Chloe, it's okay we don't see her because Chloe kinda is my least favorite. And then we have Yasmin, and again, we can't see her, but she's really pretty. I love her. Then obviously we also have the Mean Girls Spring Fling dolls, and I feel like this release was obviously much better. The accessibility was better. And they came with second outfits, and the second outfit on Katie is definitely top tier. I love it. Honestly, they're just really stunning. And Regina's mug, her new mug, definitely looks so much better. And of course, how could I not mention the Clueless collaboration as well? I feel like this collaboration kind of did not last very long. Like, we didn't remember it very much after the fact. But I feel like they look so good. You know, just cover up Cher's eye and you're good to go. Yeah, because, you know, Cher does look a little sus right there, unfortunately, but she's still really pretty. Just, you know, cover one eye and she's much cuter. So yeah, I feel like Dion is the best out of this trio, but Amber also is just so vibrant. This collaboration was just amazing, honestly. And of course, how could I not mention that we got both a Barbie and Bratz Clueless collaboration this year. It was honestly kind of baffling that this even happened, but yeah, do with this what you will, which one you prefer. Let me know, because I do think both of them have pros and cons, but overall, I mean, the Bratz just kind of definitely look better, right? Although, I don't know, again, the quality on the fabrics is better, but I do prefer the proportions of Barbie over Bratz. But yeah, I don't know. What do you think? Do you prefer Barbie or Bratz? Bratz or Barbie? I don't know. I feel like they're both kind of giving different things, and that's okay. No, I did not forget, but yes, we also had Bratz babies this year, Runways, the twins. They were really adorable. Now getting to Disney, I really got just a few things from Disney this year. I got my first Disney Illy Forever dolls with Daisy here, that, and I believe this one did release this year, and I got the Minnie Mouse and also the Bambi ones that came out like last year, so I'm not showing them here, but I did get like a couple of Disney Illy Forever dolls finally, and I have yet to unbox them, but they do look so good in person, so I'm definitely intrigued now. And then I also got some of these new Crybaby BFF Disney collaboration dolls. This one that's like Angel, like that's adorable. Like look at her little backpack. I had to get her. I also got the Daisy and Minnie Mouse ones from this collaboration. And then of course we got the Miss Snow White doll herself, you know, based on the live action portrayal by Rachel Zegler in the movie. As we all know, that movie did not do well. It bombed. It wasn't a good movie. Rachel's singing obviously is great. She's a talented singer, and I did do a whole unboxing video where I ranked all of the Disney Princess live action dolls, and you will be stunned and surprised to see who came out on top. So definitely check out that video where I review and rank all of the Disney live action princesses so far. The next one will be Moana, coming out next year, which is going to be very interesting. But yes, this Disney Snow White doll is very cute. She does have a lot of good quality, but she was definitely a little bit overpriced. And then, of course, we also have the Disney LE, you know, Giselle doll. And this is my first Disney designer series, you know, limited edition doll. She's my first and probably my last because they're so expensive, and yeah. But honestly, I'm happy to have her. She was one of the more popular ones, of course, because it is Giselle and she is just stunning. And I didn't do a review on her. I should have, but I just figured who would want to watch me talk about her, so I don't know. But you know how it is. I procrastinated and then I just forgot. But I'm talking about her now, so at least I do get to show, I get to show her off in some way here. But she is just stunning. I love her hair, her face, her little halo. The dress is like top notch, and her shoes are to die for. Definitely Fairytopia vibes right there. The only thing I don't love is the huge barrel kind of looking packaging here. It's huge. Like I'm not kidding. Like it's huge. Like it's. But anyway, Disney this year was packed with releases, so I'm excited to see what's coming out next year with Disney Descendants new dolls, new Disney Princess dolls, live action Moana, like I mentioned. So let's see. But what have your Disney purchases looked like? Now, I did want to mention I also got the new Disney Princess budget dolls, all 13 in fact, in the new Ultimate Pack here from Amazon. But these are playlines, so I'm not even really sure like how to count them. Like, are they my favorites? Are they my least favorites? I haven't even unboxed them yet. I have to make a video on them and compare them to the Disney Princess budget dolls from 2023, which is going to be a lot of fun because these are improved. I know the quality on these is actually so much better. So stay tuned for that ultimate review. I know a lot of people liked that first ultimate review of those Disney Princess Mattel dolls. But yes, these look so good. Listen, yes, they're not the most high quality. They don't have articulation, but less is more. And sometimes I just love myself a good, gem looking bodice, I don't mind it, okay? I don't mind. I think they look really cute. But for now, I just wanted to show you that I did get them. I did get the new Disney Princess budget dolls, in case you were wondering, and stay tuned for that review. Next up, we're talking new doll lines introduced in 2025, or at least kind of like partially introduced, because the Unicorn Academy dolls, I'm pretty sure, came out 2024, but they've introduced more dolls this year, so technically new dolls. But I want to count them as a new doll line because they are a newer doll line. Unicorn Academy is still going strong. They just introduced Layla here as part of the doll collection, and also we got Valentina. So those are kind of like the new doll editions. And then we had Sophia, Isabel, and Ava, who released part of like the first wave whenever they had the debut for the dolls. I still have to make a video on them, but I'm kind of waiting until we get the boy doll as well. The boy character, I forget his name, but his horse is like a lightning horse or something. I have to keep watching the show on Netflix, but I do like it, and I hope that we get the boy doll as well, and then I will for sure make a video on them because they are really cute dolls. This year we had a new doll line, which was Dress to Impress. Now Dress to Impress is a Roblox game, and I never played it. I have no attachment to it whatsoever. So when I first saw the designs of these dolls, I was definitely a little bit surprised, but they won me over. And I got this girl. She's the bubblegum gal. So she's really cute. She's giving Zara Larson. She's giving like just, you know, really bright Lisa Frank kind of vibes. So I'm loving it. Honestly, she is really cutesy, very Y2K. But I'm kind of waiting until we get more to make a video on these dolls because so far I just have her. I'm waiting to get another one soon whenever they have more, because the release on these dolls has been very staggered. At first we had Lana and now we have her. And so it's kind of like they're releasing one doll at a time. I'm not sure why, but yeah, there are more dolls supposed to be releasing soon. For now, I mean, she just looks amazing. She's also tall, like she's really tall, you know, compared to the other dolls. And the face really is just something that you have to get used to. But honestly, again, it's not horrible. Like, it's kind of like you just have to get used to it. Next up in dolls, I want to talk about for 2025, we have a Winx Club. These specifically are by Giochi Preziosi. I have reviewed them, all 6. And, you know, at first glance, we had stock photos of them. We weren't all pleased. But I think having them in person, they're definitely a bit more charming. They're much cuter, and they have some details that I don't even think like the Playmates versions have. Like Flora has her little flowers in her hair. We have a Bloom with the correct hairstyle. You know, we have Muse's little cutout here on her dress. So there's a couple of things here that the Giochi dolls do better than the Playmates versions. But you know, obviously also at the same time, you know, they're not perfect. And the Playmates version, the Playmates dolls are also not perfect. I don't have them, but I've seen lots of reviews and stuff, so I can confidently say that they're both versions are not perfect, but they're both charming. At least the collection I have here, I do like. So I just wanted to give them a shout out here in this rewind of 2025 because Winx is huge, and the return of Winx was huge. Even if the first 13 episodes are not like anything amazing, I'm just glad that Winx is back, and hopefully with these first releases that brings us many more dolls down the road with better quality, better articulation, better faces, better hair, better everything for dolls to come. But for what they are, I think these 6 are super cute. If you live in Europe and you were like perhaps wondering if you should get these by Giochi on Amazon or Smith's Toys, I'm here to tell you, if you do feel like you really like one, get her. Get her now, because before you know it, it'll be like 10 years after and they will be all gone and you'll be nostalgic about this reboot again. Of course, we didn't just get the fairy dolls, but we also got the casual dolls here of all 6 characters. And I have to say, this is also a very good collection overall, especially because it's cheaper. And some of these dolls even have layers, which I think is a very pleasant surprise. So if you're not sold on the fairy dolls, then I would perhaps suggest one of these, because these are very cute and the fabrics used, the hair quality is amazing. The eyes, the face greenings are a little bit pixelated, but honestly, it's not worse than any Monster High G3 pixelation I've seen. And I think overall, these casual dolls are kind of even better than the fairy dolls in some aspects. Overall, both collections, the casual looks of the new Winx Giochi Preziosi dolls, I think both collections are good. I'm glad I have them, and I hope to see many more dolls made for the Winx Club reboot. Okay, now next up, this is kind of bittersweet because we are gonna be talking about the Wicked dolls. Now, the second movie came out. That means that there's not gonna be any more Wicked dolls, Wicked movie dolls, unless they're just dolls from the 2 movies that we already have. But you know what I mean? Like, there's not gonna be another movie next year. We do have already images and listings of the, you know, Wise Women dolls from the first movie. Those are coming out, you know, based on the likeness of Idina Menzel and Kristen Chenoweth, the original actresses who portrayed Glinda in Elphaba. So those dolls are coming. But I mean, after those 2, and like, what else we could get? I'm not sure. It sounds like this might be it when it comes to, you know, Wicked movie dolls. But let's see. I think this is nice because, you know, we had the first movie last year, the dolls, and now we have more dolls, but not as many. We had Dorothy and the Wizard and the singing dolls, obviously. Still gotta unbox them. We had the Bubble Glinda. She was interesting. She's cute. She was expensive. She's an Amazon exclusive for some reason. I don't like the skirt. The skirt feels so cheap. I like the stand. I like her shoes, you know. The packaging is nice. I still have it right here. So, you know, the packaging's nice, but just the skirt, I don't know. I don't know, man. The skirt feels like paper. Like, can you hear that? That is like, that is not good fabric. Just to let you know, that is not good fabric. That's not how it should sound. But the top is nice, you know, just kind of sucks that you're paying so much for basically just the packaging. Then the new deluxe doll for Glinda is actually really nice. Her skirt is an improvement, definitely, over the first movie doll. Deluxe doll, anyway. I really like this blue on her. She's really gorgeous. And then, of course, we have Elfie, with her new look. The hair all loose. We have a grimoire here that opens up. Her cape is attached to her dress, which I do think is kind of bad, and the edges do fray, as you can see here. They're not hemmed, so yeah. I wish that the cape was done better, and the dress here is also attached to the coat, so it's okay. You know, her first movie doll was better, which is ironic. And then we have the Wizard, which, I mean, that just looks like the actor Jeff Goldblum. That's uncanny. And then Dorothy. Dorothy never actually appears in a movie. Like, we don't see her face, you know, in a second movie. Spoilers, sorry. But we've got a doll of her anyway, because capitalism. But she's really sweet. I like her dress. It's nothing special, but she has her dog, Toto, and her basket. And then the singing dolls are basically just simplified versions of Elfie and Glinda. Overall, I would say my favorite is the deluxe Glinda here. I love that I have the singing dolls because I love the song For Good. And Dorothy, honestly, is also, she's really simple, but I don't know, she's really cute. Something about her is just really enchanting. But I hope we get more Wicked dolls, even if they're just more from the first 2 movies. There's definitely potential there. Like Tin Man, Fiero, the Scarecrow, like there's more dolls that they could definitely make. This is a big one, Barbie Signature. So I'm talking a Barbie Signature specifically, like collector level releases, not just playline. We'll get to that in a second. But Barbie Signature, girl, as you can see, we've had a lot of releases. Remember Bill Greening? One of his last dolls? Yes, that was this year. That was earlier this year. This is a stunning Bill Greening doll, styled by number 3, I believe, and just all the mod inspirations is just giving. The Steffi sculpt, she is definitely one of the best Bill Greening dolls to date. And unfortunately, of course, Mattel laid him off. So yay. Mattel just does not know what they're doing anymore. Then, speaking of back there, we have the Styled by Andrew Mukamal Day to Night doll, and she's amazing. I will unbox her soon. She looks really good. She's just quintessential Barbie, which I love. Next to her, we have the Gala doll number 2, also by Angel Kent, and I still haven't unboxed her. I will. And we just got a first look at the 3rd Gala doll, which I am very excited for. So she is also very cute, and I like her a lot, but definitely I think I like her more. Then we got the mixies dolls here, Noli and Jey, and they came out really early this year, and I never unboxed them. So I will eventually. I just didn't get around to it. So, but I've seen for Noli, like a lot of people don't like her, and I think she's really cute. Like I think especially the fabrics used for Noli are very nice. And I think her face came out really good. So I don't know why people don't like her. I think she's really good. And then Jey's obviously stunning. I love her. She's giving just Caribbean queen. I love her pants, and I hope we get many more mixies dolls next year as well. Then here we got Peaches and Cream, which, you know, she's a reproduction, so she's not really that new, but she's new to me, and she's been a great little doll for me for a long time, so I'm just happy that I have her, and she looks amazing. And then next to her we have the La Llorona doll, and she's also just stunning. These both are sold out, so yes, they're gold label. I think most of these are gold label. And La Llorona just looks amazing. Look at this dress. I'm obsessed. And of course, then we have Clueless Barbie. I guess she's kind of playline, but you know, to me, she's like collector. She has the Skipper face sculpt? I'm not sure, but Teen Skipper, is that the face sculpt? She has a new face sculpt, well, an older face sculpt that we don't usually see anymore, but she looks really pretty. She's not bad. A lot of people don't like her, and I get it, but she's not that bad. She's just kind of meh, to be honest. And of course, going from meh to wow, we have Van Gogh Barbie, and she's definitely giving, she's serving, and I'm really happy I unboxed her, because to me, I get more enjoyment from unboxing dolls. But then, of course, we get to the second row here, which is the Brooklyn Barbie as Dion, also Clueless, and she definitely looks better than Cher, for sure. Next to her, we have the second Fashion Frontier doll, and she's not as good, so I don't like her as much, but she's still really stunning. I love her pieces. Then, a jump scare. We have Alan. Yes, it's Alan, the Barbie movie doll. I don't know what happened. His face looks haunted. He is creeping me out, but I got him because I needed to get all the Barbie movie dolls, and here I am. But yeah, he's fine. He's happy to be here. He's definitely one of my least favorite dolls of the year, because that's not normal. That's just not normal, is it? And then we have Silkstones, which we will take a closer look here in a second. But Silkstones, we have many. For me, I have 3 in total that I got this year for Silkstones. So we got Fashion Model Collection number 2, Petticoat Perfection, and then we got Fashion Model Collection number 3, Gold Gilded Glamour, and these are both by Robert Vest, I believe, yes. And they look amazing. I will be unboxing them very soon as well, perhaps in a Silkstone unboxing video with this girl too as well. So yeah, as you can see, I haven't unboxed a lot of dolls that I'm showing here, but I will. I swear I'll get to it. I have to. I have to. All in all, I have to say it was a good year for Barbie Signature. There were so many releases, so many overpriced releases, so many good releases, you know, reproductions, La Llorona, mixies, like it's just a lot of things that came out. And then we got Alan too, and he's just haunting my dreams. This one here, she's definitely, I feel like, my favorite out of all of these probably, just because of what she stands for. You know, she's one of the last dolls that Bill Greening did before he left Mattel, which, yeah, it's definitely something to take note of. But what about you? Because there were so many Barbie signature releases. What do you think? And what did you get? And now we get to Barbie Playline. So Playline had a little bit of range with deluxe style. Then we have Ballet Wishes and Dream Besties, obviously. And it shocked me when I remembered that the first wave of deluxe style actually came out earlier this year. I know, right? I posted my review of these 4 girls back in like February of this year. So that means that we've had like 3 waves of deluxe style basically in 1 year. Isn't that insane? I mean, maybe the first wave came out early in 2024, that could be, but like I think fully released it was this year, and then the second wave came out and now the third wave is out. I mean, what? That's kind of crazy. But anyway, so the first wave I definitely like. I like her a lot. She's cute. Like this Millie is not that bad. Actually, she's kind of cute as well. This girl with the prosthetic leg, unfortunately, the foot is kind of bending, so she can't really stand, but obviously the mug still a look at this. She's still stunning. And then her in the background, well, you know, she's just kind of there. And we have the new wave of deluxe style. Well, the third wave, I didn't get any of the second wave because I just didn't like any. But from the third wave, I got these 2 because they both have huge belt buckles, and I thought that was a cute little connection. Yeah, maybe I'll unbox them, review them. Maybe I'll do it off camera. I don't know, girl. I'm one person and I have to unbox so many things. I honestly feel overwhelmed. I feel overwhelmed. You guys, I'm not even kidding. Like, I'm like, just unbox them. But then I'm like, but I could create content out of it. And listen, I don't care if like 10 people watch. To me, that's still like, I could make you know what I mean? Like, because I don't care. Like, people could still watch it down the line and enjoy it. Even if it's just like 1 person. And that's still meaningful, you know? But anyway, I'm just, I'm delusional. Like, we also got this fairy girl, this color changing fairy, and she really is stunning. She was designed by Angel Kent, and you can tell she definitely has his signature all over. I love the colors. I love the hair. She's just giving like old school fairy Barbie vibes, you know, like Fairytopia for sure. And then, oh yeah, of course, I also reviewed her in a double review with Ballet Wishes, Odile here, and she's also stunning. She is the first open mouth Odile that I have, and she's just really precious with her little pink ballet outfit here, and the stand is so sparkly. So I definitely think like the fairy girl is up there in my top faves. We have Dream Besties, and yeah, I was attempting. My aim was to review these 2, but I just gave up. Now, since I'm making this video, you know, I thought like, well, why don't I just show you Ken and Daisy and Zia here. And Zia did come out this year, so she is rather new, unlike with these 2. Now Zia, definitely she is a gorgeous doll. I love her freckle, like little beauty mark here. She has a really gorgeous little visage, and yeah, maybe I'll unbox her in like a huge unboxing video. Again, I'm not sure, but yeah, Zia definitely is one of my faves from Barbie Playline this year. Now, Monster High Collector. So these are all these collectors I got this year. I didn't get the Frankie Barbie Collector or the Beetlejuice 2-pack. I didn't get the Grady Twins. What else? I feel like I'm missing. Oh yeah, the Lost Boys. I also didn't get that one. So yeah, I didn't get a couple, but these were basically the ones that I wanted the most. And yeah, I think out of these, for sure, I mean, Alien, but also Emily are like the best ones. And my personal favorite would have to be Emily, just because of my attachment to the movie. So yeah, because of that alone, Emily would have to be like on my top faves of this year. And she just is so pretty, and yeah, she really just was everything we hoped for and more. And now I'm kind of hoping that the Coraline doll for next year will also be very good like Emily here, because she was just, again, stunning even though the dress is not accurate and I don't like the belt, but you know, I think the face, the hair, the skeleton body, and her unique sculpt here, that really makes her, you know, worth it. And an alien here, I mean, the sculpting alone just puts her over the top. Like, she is just insane. So yeah, she sold out 3 times. I wanted to mention them, the Us Collector 2-pack. You know, they weren't perfect, but like, I think they're cute. They're definitely cute. They're not amazing. They're not bad, but they're cute. I wish more people liked them because they really are not that bad. And then we get to Megan and Edwina. Megan is just stunning. Look at that mug. The lip chip is still annoying to me, but the hair is just amazing. And I love her dress. And then Edwina, I put her back in the skirt just because I don't want to lose the skirt, but in my review, I did take it off and she looks better without the skirt on. And I bet she looks also better without the headband on, but I also don't want to lose the headband, so I'm just leaving it on for now. But Edwina here, she looks good. She looks better in person, I have to say. And she's still available on Mattel Creations, so if you want to get her, it's now or never. But the hand sculpting is really the highlight for that doll. But undoubtedly, I think she's my least favorite out of this group, for sure. Like, out of these 5, you know, releases, I think Edwina is definitely my least favorite because I definitely like Megan more. And even these 2, I'm like, they're good because at least they're accurate, you know, to the characters. But yeah, these 2 are top tier. Emily Alien, like, I don't know, but I don't know. Yeah, 2026. How are they ever going to be able to compare to these 2 releases? Also wanted to mention the real drama dolls that I got this year. Yeah, I never got them the first time around, so I was really happy to get them finally when they re-released with Cleo. And yeah, I made a video on them. I washed their hair, so if you want to watch that, get my full in-depth thoughts. But I definitely think like these, all 5, they're really good. They're up there in my favorites for sure. Perhaps Laguna is like my favorite out of all 5. And then Cleo. Yeah, I think all of them are nice, but like, yeah, those 2. And then behind them, you can't see her, but we got House of Wolf, Claudine. And she was nice, but I don't know, she kind of, yeah. I don't know. She was expensive. She was a bit like too much. So I don't think she really like was all that, unfortunately, but she's a really nice doll and she has a gorgeous coat. Next up, of course, we gotta talk about Monster High, specifically Monster High G3 Playline. So for me this year, I really just got a lot of the core dolls. I always feel like there's so much Monster High G3 things that get released, like, you know, Buried as Secrets, Skulltimate Secrets, like there's so many G3 lines that I'm just not collecting. I really just focus on the core dolls. I really try to not get duplicates of characters unless they're like, you know, new core versions of the characters, like Core Refresh. Of course, then we also have Nephra and Skeleta, who joined the Boo Crew here with their new core versions as well, you know, for G3, and I think they turned out so great. Nephra, Skeleta, they're both amazing, but if I had to pick, probably it'd be Skeleta just because she is so fun and unique. And I mean, obviously I've reviewed all of these dolls if you're interested, but in Skeleta's review, I show more about her, you know, body type, and her skin tone is very pearlescent. She really just is so pretty. And Laguna too, like I'm actually like Laguna's new core doll really surprised me. She looks so much better in person. Look at her. And I love these shoes. I love them. And then we also have the new core Frankie and Draculaura. Frankie's hair is my favorite, and Draculaura, her outfit may not be like especially witchy or vamptastic in any way, but it's a very kawaii aesthetic and I do like it. Claudine looks great. Obviously Nefer and Cleo. Cleo got her pants finally. So yeah, I mean, overall, like, at first we were kind of like disappointed, but now I feel like everyone's kind of like realizing that they're actually good, you know? So I'm really happy because it's kind of funny, you know? We were all like, ew, like what? And now I got them and they're like, oh yeah, they're cute. I'm kind of excited for Rebecca next year, you know? And then Rochelle, River Styx, Mercedes, perhaps. Where's Manny, Finnegan? I mean, we're never getting boy dolls again, but you know, I can dream. I think my favorite G3 doll of the year is probably Skelita, you know? And Laguna. Honestly, they're tired. I'm shocked, but they're really strong. And now we have to talk about the doll lines that are potentially canceled, starting off here with the Magic Mixies Pixelings. Now, specifically this year, we got Halexa and Tiggs as new releases. So here they are, and that's it. We only got these two for 2025, and there was nothing else. We didn't have any other information or updates on Pixelings. I've also heard from many people that they've emailed Moose Toys. And apparently Moose Toys is like, yeah, we don't know. We don't know. Apparently they're like just telling people that for now, they don't have plans to make more Pixelings. So that definitely is not a good sign. It's not a no, it's just a not now, you know? So maybe they will make more Pixelings in 2 years, or, you know, maybe they will bring them back revamped, or perhaps without the gimmick. I'm not sure, but for now it looks like the Pixelings are benched. It really sucks because, I mean, look at the designs here. Look at these little cuties. Like, they're so cute. The designs have always been so strong with Pixelings. And there's 15, I believe 15 in total here that I have that are like unique characters. I don't have all of them. Like, I'm missing Dear Lee and Faye from the Shimmerverse line. Oh yeah, and Marina. So I am missing like those, but those are repeating characters. That's why I didn't get them. Oh yeah, I'm also missing Unia with the Pegacorn. But in terms of like all the original characters, I think I have them all, so I'm really grateful. And I think they look amazing. Like, these are all of them, you know? So this is just, and I love all of them. They're just so unique. And I mean, you can definitely tell there's like a lack of like some colors here. Like, there's no green doll except for like amber. There's a lot of orange and pinks. There's some purple, but definitely I think they emphasized too much on pinks and purple, you know, and like orange and pink. But the designs are still amazing. And I mean, look at the gems on the foreheads, all being unique. I think creatively speaking, the Pixelings have some of the best designs we've seen in a while, especially when talking about whimsical fantasy looking dolls, you know? The hair quality, the faces, the design elements here are so strong, but I really do think it's the gimmick and the pricing, and also like the plastic waste with the bottle. I think those are the factors that really turned people away from collecting these, because yeah, with every one of these you get a plastic bottle. It's a lot of waste. So maybe in the future they will bring them back, but without the gimmick, without the plastic waste aspect, and perhaps then they will kind of be able to, you know, go full 100%, right? Because I do think creatively speaking, these are just some of the best unique designs I've seen in a while, since like Monster High G1. I have reviews on all of these. All of these, I have reviews. So if you want to check out those reviews, they should be in the Magic Mixies Pixelings playlist on my channel. The second doll line that seems to be canceled is Yummiland. So yes, this is insane, I know. So in front of you, we have the color changing yummies. There's 6 of them. And then on the left, we have the sour yummies, or whatever they're called. They're like the edgy ones. There's 6 of them too. And then here in the center, we have the Peeps collaboration ones. We have the Valentine's collaboration ones. And then we have the Halloween ones. And then here in front, we have the latest ones, which released the holiday themed little Yummilands. And these are it. Yeah, this is the latest drop we've had for Yummiland. It really seems like this might be it for Yummiland. We don't have any updates, any leaks, any listings for future releases in 2026 for Yummiland. I hope I'm wrong and we see some information soon, but from now, like right now as of filming, it does not look good, you guys. It looks like Yummiland might be also kind of done. If it is really true, I mean, hey, they had a good run. Like, look at this is like just some of what they've released this year. We also had the licensed suites, you know, those were also 6. We had series 2 with the twins. We had the big Yummilands, and also we have the new big Yummiland dolls series 2 that have released in some stores. Those are like 4 new ones, but their designs are not as cute, so I'm not really getting them. There might be more coming. We really don't know. But as of right now, it looks like this is it. And again, I wouldn't mind because they've had a good run. Like, this is a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot of lip gloss, which I'm never gonna use. It's a lot of gimmick, which I don't like. So similar problems to Magic Mixies Pixelings, to be honest. You know, they have a lot of parallels. Because, you know, you're getting both for the actual doll and not for the gimmick. And then you end up with a lot of plastic waste. So very similar problems, huh? Yeah, because creatively speaking, design-wise, these are so cute, these little figures. But then you end up with the lip gloss, which, I mean, realistically speaking, unless you're like 4 years old, you're not gonna want to willingly use this lip gloss. And it leaks out all the time. And then you have all this plastic. So yeah, it's similar problems, I feel like, you know, Pixelings and the Yummiland. So, but design-wise, I mean, you cannot argue that these are just some of the cutest little designs you've ever seen. Like this, this is like, again, monster high level of creative. Like, this is Gigi gingerbread. Like, what? Even the names are like monster high coded. Like, and then we have Hallie Candy Cane. And Hallie, I mean, look at her. She's like all sparkly and it's just like, I can't, like, it's just so good. And I'm just like, it's just kind of upsetting because, again, they are not doing as well, I think, because of similar problems. But design-wise, I mean, they are just rocking it, right? I don't know, what do you think? What do you think? Did you get any Yummilands? If not, why not? And if you have, which ones have you gotten? And why? I love the designs. They're just so strong. But I get it why. I get it if they were really canceled, because it is a lot of waste and a lip gloss is really just crap. I have to be honest. But I have reviews on all of the previous series and I will review these as well if you want me to. And if not, I will eventually get to them. So, but what do you think? And that brings us to the end of my doll rewind for 2025, going over my top and least favorite doll releases and just going over all of these amazing drops again from Barbie, Rainbow High, Bratz, OMG, Disney, Winx. So many doll lines are happening right now. It's kind of overwhelming. So we're gonna have to be selective, I think. It's just gonna become more and more. So I want to know from you now what your experience has been like with doll collecting in 2025. What have been some of your favorites and what have been some of your least favorites? You know, like what dolls have made you angry and what dolls have made you fall in love? I want to know all about it down below. And what are your hopes for 2026 with any of these doll lines and perhaps even new ones? I want to know everything, and I hope you all enjoyed. Happy New Year! Yes, and I'm just happy to be here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. I see each one of you, and I appreciate you. And here's to a fantastic new year in 2026 with lots of more dolls and exciting creative releases. Like, I'm just excited. So let's, fingers crossed, that things turn up better in the new year and in general, but like, you know, also dolls. That was it. I'm gonna stop yapping. So I hope you all enjoyed. Leave a like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Consider becoming a channel member today. Link to join is down below if you're interested, of course, no pressure. And so you do not miss out when I post more content like this coming your way and keeping you up to date with all the doll tea you love. Stay safe, be kind. I hope this next time stay peachy. Kisses.